Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm back for another player interview today. Today, I'm going to be interviewing 6'7" forward Jonathan Dos Anjos. He's spending this year and this past year at Florida SouthWestern State College at the JUCO level. He spent his freshman year off at Loyola Marymount at the Division I level, and now he just signed a few weeks ago to continue his Division I experience at the University of Texas El Paso, UTEP, a very good Division I team. He's a really good friend of mine. He's a phenomenal player and just a phenomenal guy. I can't wait to have him on here and ask him some questions. Man. How's it going, bro?
I'm good. How you doing, Jay?
Doing good. Just chilling. Man, I'm happy to have you on here, bro. Like I said, you've been doing a phenomenal job. You're a phenomenal player for Florida Southwestern. You had that Division I experience already. Now you get to continue it. I want to start this off talking a little bit about your Loyola Marymount experience. You were in a very good conference, had Gonzaga, BYU. You played some tough teams in Colorado and Nevada. You know, really played a very key role for your team in the rotation. Talk to me about that first Division I experience that you got. What was that experience like?
That experience was I would say it was very, not difficult, but it was kind of hard. You know, I was new, freshman, young. I didn't know a lot of what expected, but I went there and I was already in my mind to go and play, especially because I was in the conference against Gonzaga, one of the biggest teams in the country. So I was looking forward to play against them, and I did pretty good the games against them. So my first experience was very, very good.
Oh, man, yeah, that's good. Like you said, Gonzaga is one of the best teams in the country, especially right now with the roster that they got, the reputation they got. Not only did you have them, but you had BYU. You played against Nevada and Colorado, which were two very good teams at that time. They still are. Talk to me about those big games and just like that feeling going against these power conference teams.
Oh, Nevada was my first big game. We played away. The crowd was different. It was huge. Everybody just supported their team. It was crazy though. I did good in that game. I really enjoyed to watch and react every time. And BYU, man, BYU definitely was the toughest game I ever played because the gym is so big and everybody there, probably in the city, support them and stuff, you know. So it definitely was hard to concentrate and play there, but it was fun. I really like to play with big crowds.
And, you know, FSW, where you're at now, has the best JUCO arena in the country. I mean,
most definitely.
You and I both know we're packed every single night, every single game. And you just got fans supporting you left and right, cheering for you, not against you, you know, thankfully.
Yeah.
You made that transition coming over to FSW last year. You know, last year you just were a very big part in that team's success. First team all conference, 10 points a game, 6 rebounds a game on 58% field goal percentage. Not a lot of players can do that. You know, so you really made a big impact. I mean, 3 games of 20-plus points, 3 double-doubles on that season. You already got another double-double this season. A big one that stuck out to me when I was looking through your games, 22 and 14 against Indian River. You know, talk to me about last season, that transition to the junior college level. And were there any games that really stuck out to you that made you feel like, yeah, I'm getting back on track to go back to where I need to be?
Pretty much all the games was dog fights, you know. We playing JUCO level, everybody trying to get back to D1 or trying to get to D1. So for me, all the game was like, oh my God, I have to be better than the other players because we competed for the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, everybody, especially when they're going from D1 to that JUCO level, they're always looking for ways to improve, ways to get better. What has your experience at FSW been like so far? How has the coaching staff and just the JUCO experience in general really helped improve both your mindset and your game?
Oh, it helped a lot though. It, it helped a lot though. I mean, I love it here. I love the coach here. Love the coach staff. It helped me improve as a player a lot, and I just want to keep improving from here.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I see the improvement every time you step on the court, bro. You're one of my closest friends. I love seeing you play every single night. Um, this year especially, you're really, you were an experienced player last year, but now you're of the most veteran big man for this team with a lot of newcomers and really a great core group of big men. You have yourself, Brian Celebonge, who's been a beast on the glass the past few games. Cameron Stitz improved a lot since last year. Justin Archer, who was an All-American last year. Talk to me about those group of guys. How have they really impressed you so far this year? And what kind of role are you taking to help get them into the system and be more of a leader?
I mean, I'm already impressed with them. Since they came in the summer, I saw them play. So I'm really impressed. I feel my role is still the same from last year, you know. But now we got a big group of big guys. So we kind of like, we support each other, hold each other accountable. It was a little different from last year when you used to have like only 3 or 2. This year we got four guys that actually play. So we be holding each other accountable every practice, talk to each other, trying to help each other every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. And every last one of you guys have produced, have improved just a phenomenal amount. And you guys have a great schedule coming up throughout this season. And of course, the one team that I'm looking forward to seeing you guys go against is going to be that Indian River squad. I mentioned that you had 22-14 against them last year. You had some great games. Talk to me a little bit about that rivalry that you guys had, because that seemed to be the only team that really you guys had a tough time going against last year.
Oh, the tough games. I don't go lie to you. I mean, for that game, I don't know what to say at all about that game, man. Those tough games, I can say that.
Describe the mentality that you guys are going to have going into those. I know all of those were tough games, but you guys gave them a fight every single time. And it's really just great games for the fans to watch. But you guys, those right now are your conference rivals. So what's the hype? What's the mentality going into those games this season?
This season, we will get our title back. That's pretty much what we want. Because last year we should have won, but it didn't happen like we was looking for. But this year we're looking for our title back, get into the States, make sure we set up for next year, saying that Florida Southwest is the only best team in this conference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, FSW's got a phenomenal reputation, man. They've sent so many players onto the Division I level. You played with a lot of guys last year that are now playing D1. 5 guys from last year's team went on and are contributing for their team right off the bat. You got Cario Oquendo, who's at Georgia. Terry Roberts, he's at Bradley. CJ Lane's doing his thing at Eastern Illinois. Jaden Campbell, that Sanford squad that he's on, just had a huge upset win over Oregon State. Talk to me about all this talent that you've been able to play around, how they've helped you grow, and how you've kind of helped them grow as well.
Was just the accountability. I'll say that was the most important last year. After the breakdown that we have on the states, all that, I felt that talk to the guys that was going to do one, especially I was there my first year, and tell them what I expected for the next level. Might be help them a little bit. I'm not sure, but they also showed to me that JUCO is a dogfight every day. You know what I mean? Because they was playing here for 2 years, and that was my first year here. So we kind of help each other grow as a player and as a man to the next level.
Hmm. Absolutely. And you had a bunch of offers after last season to where you could have gone back to the Division I level right away. What made you decide to stay for one more year to continue your career at FSW?
So I was I was feeling already to go back to D1, yeah. And the school that was looking at me was not a school that I was going to actually play, go there, make a difference. Like my teammates from last year, Terry, Cario, CJ Lane, and Jaden, doing right now. So I talked to head coach, Coach Murph, and we decided to use my what's called COVID year on an extra year in the JUCO. And I agree with that. He's been doing good. He's been doing great right now. I've been learning a lot still. You know, that was one of my best decisions I made right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Murph is, one of the best coaches that I've ever gotten to work with. I know he's hard on y'all, but that's because he loves y'all and he sees so much potential in you guys. He's talked highly of you countless times to the media that I've seen. Talk to me about learning from him, the impact that he's really had on your game.
Oh, he have a lot of impact on my game. Um, I can say that I improve a lot on my finishings around the rim and playing inside out from him. Especially me and him, we used to go at each other last year because of that. But he's a head coach. I learned to listen, you know, and he was only trying to help me, and he's still trying to help me every day. So the only thing I've been listening and trying to apply every day.
Absolutely. He knows his stuff. Since his time at FSW, he's sent over 30 players to the Division I level, high level Division I too. And now you get to be added to that FSWA list. It translates to the next level. That's what this program is known to do, is to send players to that next level. You finally, a few weeks ago, got to put pen to paper, signing your national letter of intent to go play at UTEP next year. Talk to me about that feeling. That's a great feeling for everybody. What went through your mind when you finally got to sign your name on that paper?
That's feeling awesome. I mean, he's unbelievable because first of all, I knew it. I was going back to go back to D1, but it's still I was not believing at all. It was that soon, And UTEP is a great program, so I was very happy to be part of that and be going there next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said it. They're a great program. In the Conference USA, that's a tough conference. With UAB, Middle Tennessee, all them. They're starting off the season right on track, 3-1 so far this season.
hmm
What was it about UTEP specifically that made you choose to go there rather than one of these other offers that you got?
I felt the comfortability there. Like I felt comfortable when I went to the practice facility. I met the players, I met the coaching staff, everybody. I saw the way they practiced. They was practicing hard, so I was feeling like, okay, that can be my next home. Same way I came here for Florida Southwest, and I felt was gonna be my home too. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great, man. I know you're gonna do great things there. You're gonna make a key impact for them, just like you're doing for us. So far this season, you guys are right on track. 5-2 early on in the season. I know there was a little bit of a missed track last night, but you guys have a great schedule for the rest of the season. I know you guys are going to get back on track. It's what you guys do. Talk to me about the mindset that you guys have for the rest of this season. How are the coaches getting you right to where you guys can make that trip back to nationals?
Killer mentality. We build that killer mentality, so we can no, so we can be ready for everybody who comes against us. We're looking forward to go to the States and go back to the Nationals. So we have to build that killer mentality for every game so we can take a step every day. You know, we can take a step back and 2 days later take one step forward, then 2 days later take 3 steps back. They have to have the same mentality every day, the same kill mentality. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Mhm. Absolutely, man. That's great mentality. And I have no doubt that you guys are going to get there. You guys are going to make a name for yourselves across the country, you know, with the progress that you guys make. I'm really happy to have had you on here, man. You know, you're one of my closest.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for doing this. And I will be seeing you soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Jay.